Uncle Joe's Magical Workshop. The first time Sam visited Uncle Joe's workshop, he was 8 years old. It was a rainy Saturday, and the sound of raindrops hitting the roof made a soft, rhythmic patter that was oddly comforting. Uncle Joe lived on the edge of town in a quaint, old house that seemed to blend perfectly with the surrounding woods. But it wasn't the house that intrigued Sam. It was the workshop in the backyard, a place shrouded in mystery and wonder. Uncle Joe was the kind of man who always had a twinkle in his eye and a smile that suggested he knew something you didn't. His workshop, as he described it, was a place of creation and magic. For years, Sam had heard tales of the wonders inside of mechanical birds that could sing, clocks that could transport you to another time, and toys that seemed to come to life. On that rainy Saturday, Sam's curiosity finally got the better of him. He tugged at his mother's sleeve and pleaded to be allowed to visit Uncle Joe's workshop. With a knowing smile, his mother agreed, and they made their way to the little building at the back of Uncle Joe's property. The workshop was a modest structure, its wooden walls weathered by years of exposure to the elements. It had a small porch with a rocking chair where Uncle Joe often sat, whittling away at pieces of wood or tinkering with his latest invention. As they approached, the door creaked open, and there stood Uncle Joe, his face lighting up with a warm smile. "Ah, Sam, just the person I was hoping to see," Uncle Joe said, wiping his hands on a rag and beckoning them inside. The interior of the workshop was a wonderland of gears, tools, and half-finished projects. Shelves lined the walls, filled with jars of screws, bolts, and other tiny components. Workbenches were scattered with blueprints, sketches, and various contraptions in different stages of completion. The air smelled of sawdust and oil, a scent that Sam would come to associate with creativity and possibility. Uncle Joe led Sam to a workbench in the corner of the room. "I've been working on something special," he said, lifting a cloth to reveal a small wooden box with intricate carvings on its surface. "This, my boy, is no ordinary box. It's a puzzle box. If you can solve the puzzle, it will open, and you'll find a surprise inside." Sam's eyes widened with excitement. He loved puzzles and challenges, and the idea of discovering a hidden surprise filled him with anticipation. He reached out to touch the box, tracing the carvings with his fingers. The wood was smooth and warm, and he could feel the craftsmanship in every detail. "Take your time," Uncle Joe said, settling into his rocking chair. "There's no rush. And remember, the magic isn't just in the box, it's in the journey to unlock it." For the next few hours, Sam worked diligently on the puzzle box. He turned and twisted it, trying to decipher the hidden mechanism that would reveal its secrets. Uncle Joe watched from his chair, occasionally offering gentle hints and words of encouragement. The rain outside continued to fall, creating a soothing backdrop to their shared adventure. As the afternoon turned to evening, Sam finally felt a small click. His heart raced as he carefully lifted the lid of the box. Inside, nestled in a bed of velvet, was a tiny silver key. Sam looked up at Uncle Joe, his eyes wide with wonder. "Congratulations, Sam," the teacher said. Uncle Joe said, his smile broadening. "You've taken the first step. That key opens a door to even more adventures." Over the next few months, Sam visited Uncle Joe's workshop every chance he got. Each visit brought a new puzzle, a new challenge, and a new discovery. Uncle Joe taught him how to use tools, how to read blueprints, and most importantly, how to approach problems with patience and creativity. The workshop became a second home to Sam, a place where his imagination could run wild and where he could explore the wonders of the world through Uncle Joe's creations. One sunny afternoon, Uncle Joe called Sam over to a large, covered object in the corner of the workshop. "I've been working on something special for you," he said, his eyes twinkling with excitement. "It's time you had your own project to work on." With a dramatic flourish, Uncle Joe removed the cover to reveal a partially constructed model airplane. It was unlike any model Sam had ever seen. It was intricate, with fine details and a design that looked like it could actually fly. "This is a project for both of us," Uncle Joe explained. "We'll build it together, step by step. You'll learn how to shape the wings, balance the weight, and even install a small engine. By the time we're done, you'll have a plane that's not just a model, but a real flying machine." Sam's heart soared with excitement. The prospect of building something so complex and then watching it take to the skies was beyond anything he had imagined. He eagerly dove into the project, working side by side with Uncle Joe. Each session in the workshop was a lesson in patience, precision, and the joy of creation. As they worked, Uncle Joe shared stories from his own childhood, tales of how he had discovered his love for building and inventing. He spoke of his father, Sam's great-grandfather, who had been a clockmaker and had passed down his knowledge and passion to Uncle Joe. These stories created a bond between them, a sense of continuity and shared history that made their time together even more meaningful. Months passed, and the model airplane slowly took shape. Sam learned to sand the wood until it was perfectly smooth, to solder tiny wires with precision, and to assemble the delicate engine parts. Uncle Joe's guidance was always there, gentle and patient, allowing Sam to make mistakes and learn from them. Finally, the day came when the airplane was complete. It was a beautiful creation, with sleek wings and a polished body that gleamed in the sunlight. Uncle Joe and Sam carried it carefully to a nearby field, where they prepared for its maiden flight. With a final check of the engine and a few words of encouragement, Uncle Joe handed the controls to Sam. His hands trembling with excitement, Sam started the engine and watched as the propeller spun to life. He guided the plane down the makeshift runway, and with a gentle lift of the controls, the airplane soared into the sky. The feeling of watching their creation take flight was indescribable. Sam's heart swelled with pride and joy as he saw the plane loop and glide gracefully through the air. Uncle Joe stood beside him, his smile broad and his eyes shining with pride. As the plane made its final descent and landed smoothly in the field, Sam turned to Uncle Joe, his face beaming with happiness. "We did it, Uncle Joe. We really did it." Uncle Joe ruffled Sam's hair and laughed. "Yes, we did, Sam. And this is just the beginning. There are so many more adventures waiting for us." Over the years, Sam and Uncle Joe continued to work on countless projects together. They built more intricate machines, explored new ideas, and created inventions that seemed to defy the boundaries of possibility. The workshop remained a place of magic and wonder, a sanctuary where dreams could take shape and where the bond between uncle and nephew grew ever stronger. Sam grew older, but his visits to Uncle Joe's workshop never ceased. The lessons he learned there stayed with him throughout his life, guiding him in his own pursuits and inspiring him to approach every challenge with creativity and determination. And as he passed on the knowledge and passion to his own children, the legacy of Uncle Joe's magical workshop continued to live on, a testament to the power of imagination and the enduring bonds of family. As Sam grew older, his visits to Uncle Joe's workshop became more than just a pastime. They became a defining part of his life. Each visit brought new challenges and new lessons, shaping Sam into a skilled and imaginative young man. Uncle Joe's workshop was not just a place of creation. It was a sanctuary where Sam learned about the world and his place in it. One summer, when Sam was 16, Uncle Joe introduced him to a new project that would push his skills and creativity to their limits. Sam, I think you're ready for something special, Uncle Joe said one sunny afternoon, leading him to a large, covered structure in the workshop. This is going to be our biggest project yet. With a flourish, Uncle Joe pulled back the cover to reveal the framework of a life-sized, mechanical dragon. Its body was made of metal and wood, with intricate gears and pulleys visible through the gaps in its armor. Sam's eyes widened in amazement. A dragon. We're building a dragon. Uncle Joe chuckled. Yes, indeed. But this is no ordinary dragon. It's going to be fully functional, capable of moving, roaring, and even breathing fire. Are you up for the challenge? Sam's heart raced with excitement. Absolutely. This is incredible. For the next several months, Sam and Uncle Joe poured all their time and effort into building the dragon. It was a complex and demanding project, requiring precision engineering, creative problem solving, and a deep understanding of mechanics and electronics. Sam learned to weld metal, program circuits, and design intricate systems that would bring the dragon to life. The Dragon project became a central part of Sam's life. He spent every free moment in the workshop, working alongside Uncle Joe, who continued to guide and mentor him with patience and wisdom. The bond between them grew even stronger as they tackled each new challenge together. One evening, as they were working on the dragon's wings, Sam noticed that Uncle Joe seemed unusually tired. His hands trembled slightly, and he had to pause frequently to catch his breath. Concerned, Sam gently asked, Uncle Joe, are you feeling okay? You don't look well. Uncle Joe smiled weakly and patted Sam's shoulder. I'm just a little tired, Sam. Don't worry about me. Let's focus on getting these wings just right. But Sam couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. As the weeks went by, Uncle Joe's health continued to decline. He grew weaker, and there were days when he could barely make it to the workshop. Sam took on more and more of the work, determined to finish the dragon and make Uncle Joe proud. One afternoon, Uncle Joe called Sam over to the rocking chair, where he sat, looking pale and frail. Sam, there's something I need to tell you, he said softly. I've been diagnosed with a serious illness. The doctors say I don't have much time left. Tears welled up in Sam's eyes. No, Uncle Joe, you can't leave me. We still have so much to do. We haven't finished the dragon. Uncle Joe took Sam's hand and squeezed it gently. Sam, you've grown into an incredible young man. I'm so proud of you. The dragon is your project now. Finish it for me, and remember everything I've taught you. The magic of this workshop will live on through you. With a heavy heart, Sam promised to complete the dragon and carry on Uncle Joe's legacy. He worked tirelessly, driven by a desire to honor the man who had been his mentor, his teacher, and his friend. The dragon slowly took shape, its body gleaming in the sunlight as Sam installed the final components. On the day the dragon was ready for its first test, Uncle Joe was too weak to leave his bed. Sam brought a camera to the workshop, determined to capture the moment and share it with his uncle. With trembling hands, he activated the dragon's systems and watched as it came to life. The dragon's eyes glowed, its wings extended, and it let out a mighty roar that echoed through the workshop. Sam's heart swelled with pride and sadness as he recorded the dragon's movements, knowing that Uncle Joe would never see it in person. Later that evening, Sam sat by Uncle Joe's bedside and showed him the video. Uncle Joe's eyes sparkled with pride and joy as he watched the dragon move and roar. You did it, Sam, he whispered. You brought it to life. I'm so proud of you. With tears streaming down his face, Sam held Uncle Joe's hand. Thank you, Uncle Joe, for everything. Uncle Joe passed away peacefully that night, leaving behind a legacy of creativity, love, and the magic of the workshop. Sam mourned his loss deeply, but he found solace in the work they had done together and the lessons Uncle Joe had taught him. Years passed, and Sam grew into a talented inventor and engineer. He turned Uncle Joe's workshop into a place where he could continue to create and inspire others. He opened its doors to young people in the community, teaching them the skills and values that Uncle Joe had imparted to him. The mechanical dragon became a symbol of their bond and a testament to the magic of the workshop. It stood proudly in the center of the workshop, a reminder of the incredible journey they had undertaken together. As Sam watched the young apprentices work on their own projects, he knew that Uncle Joe's spirit lived on in each of them. The workshop was still a place of wonder and possibility, where dreams could take shape and where the magic of creation never faded. And so Uncle Joe's legacy continued to inspire generations, a testament to the power of imagination, the enduring bonds of family, and the belief that with creativity and determination, anything was possible. Sam's transformation of Uncle Joe's workshop into a community hub was a heartfelt tribute to his mentor. He found immense satisfaction in seeing young minds light up with excitement as they tinkered with tools and built their own creations. The mechanical dragon became an emblem of their collective creativity, a testament to the possibilities that lay within the walls of the workshop. One crisp autumn morning, a young girl named Lily walked into the workshop with wide eyes and a hesitant smile. She had heard about the magical place from her friends and had finally mustered the courage to visit. Sam greeted her warmly and showed her around, introducing her to the various projects and the other apprentices. Lily was particularly drawn to the dragon, its metallic scales glinting in the sunlight streaming through the windows. "What do you think, Lily?" Sam asked, noticing her fascination with the dragon. "It's amazing," she replied softly, her eyes never leaving the dragon. "Did you really build it yourself?" Sam nodded, a smile playing on his lips. "I had a lot of help from my Uncle Joe. He taught me everything I know." Lily's eyes sparkled with curiosity. "Can you teach me too?" And so, Lily became one of Sam's most dedicated apprentices. She showed a natural talent for engineering and a keen sense of creativity that reminded Sam of his younger self. Under his guidance, she flourished, taking on more complex projects and developing her own unique style. One day, while sorting through some of Uncle Joe's old blueprints, Sam stumbled upon a design for an automaton, a life-sized mechanical figure that could move, speak, and even interact with people. The plans were intricate and detailed, showcasing Uncle Joe's visionary brilliance. Sam's heart raced with excitement as he realized the potential of this project. Gathering his apprentices, Sam unveiled the blueprints and explained the challenge. "We're going to bring Uncle Joe's automaton to life. It's going to be our most ambitious project yet, but I know we can do it together." The apprentices were eager to get started. They divided the work, each taking on a different aspect of the automaton's construction. Lily was assigned to design the intricate gears and mechanisms that would allow the automaton to move fluidly. Sam focused on programming the speech and interaction systems, using the knowledge he had gained over the years. Months passed in a flurry of activity. The workshop buzzed with the sounds of hammering, welding, and the hum of machinery. The apprentices worked tirelessly, driven by a shared vision and the memory of Uncle Joe's teachings. Sam's leadership and encouragement kept their spirits high, even when they encountered setbacks and challenges. Finally, the day arrived when the automaton was ready for its first test. The workshop was filled with anticipation as Sam and his apprentices gathered around the completed figure. It stood tall and imposing, its metallic surface gleaming under the workshop lights. Taking a deep breath, Sam activated the automaton's systems. There was a moment of silence, followed by the whirring of gears and the soft hum of electricity. Slowly, the automaton's eyes flickered to life, and it began to move. Its movements were smooth and graceful, a testament to the craftsmanship and ingenuity of the team. The automaton turned its head, scanning the room before its eyes settled on Sam. In a voice that was both mechanical and strangely human, it spoke. "Hello, Sam. I am honored to meet you." The workshop erupted in cheers and applause. Sam felt a swell of pride and emotion as he looked at the automaton. It was more than just a machine. It was a culmination of years of learning, hard work, and the enduring legacy of Uncle Joe. Over time, the automaton became an integral part of the workshop. It helped with projects, interacted with the apprentices, and even shared stories of Uncle Joe's adventures, its memory banks filled with the tales and wisdom that Sam had programmed into it. The workshop thrived, becoming a beacon of creativity and innovation in the community. One evening, as Sam sat in the workshop, watching the apprentices work, he felt a deep sense of fulfillment. He thought of Uncle Joe and the incredible journey they had shared. The workshop had become everything Uncle Joe had envisioned, a place where dreams were born, where the magic of creation flourished, and where the bonds of family and friendship grew ever stronger. Lily, now an accomplished engineer in her own right, approached Sam with a shy smile. "Sam, I've been working on something special," she said, leading him to a covered object in the corner of the workshop. With a flourish, she unveiled a beautifully crafted model, a smaller, more intricate version of the mechanical dragon. It was a masterpiece, showcasing Lily's skill and creativity. "I wanted to thank you for everything you've taught me," she said softly, "and do honor Uncle Joe's legacy." Tears filled Sam's eyes as he looked at the model. "It's perfect, Lily. Uncle Joe would be so proud. As they stood together, looking at the model dragon, Sam knew that the workshop's magic would continue to inspire future generations. Uncle Joe's legacy lived on in every project, in every lesson, and in every young mind that walked through the doors. The workshop was more than just a place. It was a testament to the power of imagination, the importance of mentorship, and the enduring bonds of family. And so, the story of Uncle Joe's magical workshop continued, a never-ending tale of creativity, inspiration, and the belief that with passion and perseverance, anything was possible.